As a child, was your household dominated by the Chinese or Jamaican culture?
It was a mix, you know. Yeah, man. As I said, it was a balanced mix. I mean, my family was predominantly Chinese, but we did live Chinese Jamaican culture. I mean, the things we do, food we eat, how we talk, you know, was you know, was equal. Yeah, man.
Did you face any discrimination growing up as a youth in Jamaica?
No, not really, you know, but you know, like a banter in school as usual. So, you know, it's nothing like I wouldn't call it racially, really racially. You know, if a man have a big head, them call him peanut head. If a man have big lip, them call him lippy. You understand? So yeah, them would I don't know, them call me Mr. Chin or China man or you know, it's not like me I take it a racial way, really, you know. Yeah, Jamaican culture style, you know. Man.
Growing up in a middle-class family that were shopkeepers, how did they treat you when you started to sight up Rastafari?
Well, the most confused. I mean, you know, the most my family was people who come off of the old time description or how people used to think about Rasta, you know, with a lot of misconceptions and things. So them never really pressure me or I wanna say outcast me, but them never understand or overstand where we were going through, you know, and it take time over years, you know, a whole heap of patience and reasoning and then things to clear up certain misunderstanding that ones and ones did have, you know. So I would even say that even now after 3 decades, you know, a lot of those prejudice or misunderstanding clear up a little bit.
I heard you once say in an interview that you used to go to dances everywhere. How was this possible with a tense political atmosphere during the late 70s to 90s?
Well, it wasn't really in the 70s, you know, because, you know, it was more in the 80s. And, you know, they didn't really have that. All of them times they did kind of ease off with the whole heap of killing upon that level, political killing and everything upon the level. That wasn't really happening when I started to go out. You understand? Yeah, because I really started to go dance like in the early 80s, you know, when most of them things they kind of passed away already, you know. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about your time playing dancehall music and soul music while selecting on the clips.
Like what about that time you want to know?
The experience, what was it like?
Well, it was mainly uptown. It was mainly, you know, middle class uptown parties who play at, you know. I'd say more middle class parties where they play at. And it was just like a regular, how you'd have a, you'd call it a popular disco now, in other words, where, you know, you used to, in them dance, they used to, the music used to shuffle around. So you would have like half an hour, 40 minutes or an hour of reggae. You'd have an hour of disco, or sometimes, you know, an hour of calypso, even before it turned to soca, you know. And you'd have an hour of calypso, then you go into an hour of soul, and then the routine repeat again, you know. You start forward again with a segment of reggae and come right forward until the dance basically done. And then at the end of the dance, a lot of the times we would end up with oldies, you know. So people they love that style, you know, everybody under them drinks and thing, and then you just start drop some you know, some oldies but goodies upon them at the end of the night. Yeah. Them style, you know.
So when did you learn the craft of talking on a mic?
Wow. Then they come way after, you know, because I was always mic shy, them what I call it, you know. So on the sound system, we used to have somebody who used to be a mic person, you know. So you'd call him an MC. So you'd have the selector and you have an MC. That film job was just to, you know, say the the catchphrase them and, you know, said nice things them on the mic, and them did have a better, them did have a nice microphone voice. It's not until, you know, I would touch a mic every now and again, but I wasn't a mic person. If I had an announcement to make or something, you'd have, you know, find me take up the mic. But me handling a microphone and building up a microphone, you know, personality, or learning how to talk on the microphone really did come when start work on radio. You know, 'cause I had to, like, you're forced into that position now. You know what I mean? So that was like in IRFM was the first radio station I worked on for 2 years, from 95 to 97. So it started there. We leave there, so we come into town and we start to work. They had a radio station by the University of West Indies that was called Radio Mona at the time, before them change it now to I don't know, I forget the name of the radio station, but it belonged at that time to the University of the West Indies. It was called Radio Mona, you know. And yeah, played on Radio Mona for 2 years still. And then on Best FM, you know, for about 6-7 years we were on Best FM, you know. Yeah, man.
So, when and why do you believe men and women stop dancing together in dancehall?
When and why? I'd say in the 80s too, you know. In the 80s, that culture did really start. Late 80s, early 90s, where it was just like, you know, a lot of it to me, I think have to do with the matey thing too, and, you know, it's like you did start going down, you see woman on one side of the dance and man on the other side of the dance, and then the whole dancing group thing start come around, you know. So you had man group dancing in groups, people dancing in more groups more than in, you know, a man and a woman dancing together, you know. So that's when I really saw it happening, you know. And then it just started to grow and grow until it coming like it is the popular thing now, you know. Yeah.